Welcome to Dolphin Dive Daily, your go-to spot for everything Miami Dolphins. If you bleed aqua and orange, hit that subscribe button and join the pod. The Miami Dolphins are entering a critical phase in their season after the unfortunate news that Jason Sanders is expected to miss 4 to 5 weeks due to a hip injury. This setback has created an urgent need for a reliable kicker to step into the spotlight while Sanders recovers. In response, the Dolphins have wasted no time beginning the search for a temporary replacement, diving headfirst into the pool of available veteran kickers in the NFL. According to Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald, the team has worked out 4 experienced players: Eddie Pinheiro, Riley Patterson, Zane Gonzalez, and Greg Joseph. Each of these athletes brings a unique history of success, inconsistency, and resilience, reflecting the challenges teams face when attempting to plug a sudden gap in a crucial position. The Dolphins' evaluation process will be under intense scrutiny, as the performance of a kicker can significantly influence game outcomes and playoff prospects. Eddie Pinheiro, one of the candidates the Dolphins have looked at, boasts a career field goal success rate of 88.1%, indicating a strong history of accuracy under pressure. However, his recent seasons tell a more complicated story, highlighting why teams may hesitate to commit long-term. In 2023, Pinheiro missed 7 kicks, including 4 field goals, a concerning drop for a player expected to perform in clutch situations. The following year, 2024, mirrored those struggles, as he missed 6 kicks, 4 of them field goals, prompting the Carolina Panthers to move on from him during the offseason. Despite these inconsistencies, Pinheiro's ability to connect on the majority of his attempts over a longer career demonstrates potential value, especially for a team needing immediate, short-term reliability. Evaluators for the Dolphins will weigh both his career consistency and recent struggles, balancing risk and necessity in a high-pressure scenario. Riley Patterson, another kicker under consideration, brings a different form of experience to the table, having kicked for 5 NFL teams over the course of 4 seasons. Patterson's adaptability in transitioning between multiple franchises demonstrates a resilience and mental toughness that can be invaluable when stepping into an urgent role mid-season. Over the course of his career, he has made 85.1% of his field goal attempts, showcasing a generally dependable level of accuracy. However, the frequent movement between teams also raises questions about his ability to maintain long-term consistency in one system, a factor the Dolphins must evaluate carefully. Patterson's versatility could give Miami an advantage in situational kicking, as he has experience handling various snap speeds, holder styles, and stadium conditions, all of which are critical for a team that needs someone who can perform immediately without an adjustment period. Zane Gonzalez, another name on the Dolphins' radar, has a more fragmented but notable record in the NFL, having played for 4 different teams since 2017. In the 2024 season, Gonzalez kicked for the Washington Commanders for 6 games, successfully making 5 of 7 field goals, a performance that shows promise despite its limited sample size. Over his career, he has converted 80% of his field goal attempts, which indicates that while he is capable of delivering, he also carries a level of inconsistency that teams must carefully consider. Gonzalez's history suggests a kicker who can rise to occasion in bursts but might struggle with long-term stability, making his fit with the Dolphins potentially situational. His experience across multiple franchises has exposed him to different coaching philosophies and pressure scenarios, which could allow him to adjust quickly to Miami's offensive systems during Sanders' absence. Greg Joseph, the 4th kicker the Dolphins have evaluated, offers a mix of efficiency and recent activity that could make him an attractive short-term option. Joseph played for 3 teams last season, appearing in 8 games and making 16 of 20 field goal attempts, a conversion rate of 80% that signals both competence and room for improvement. Over the course of his career, he has made 82.3% of his field goal attempts, a number that positions him slightly below some of the other candidates, but still within a reliable range for professional play. Joseph's ability to perform after transitioning between teams demonstrates adaptability, an essential quality when stepping into a lineup mid-season. For Miami, the challenge will be to determine which kicker can handle the psychological and physical pressures of immediate game situations while Sanders remains sidelined, and Joseph's recent history suggests he could rise to that occasion if given the chance. The Dolphins' urgency in evaluating these four kickers cannot be understated, as missing a reliable kicker can drastically impact a team's scoring consistency and overall momentum. In football, especially in tight games where field goals often decide outcomes, the margin for error is exceptionally narrow. Sanders' injury places Miami in a situation where every point counts, and the team cannot afford experimental choices that compromise success. This means that coaches and front office personnel are scrutinizing not just statistics, but also mental toughness, clutch performance, adaptability to team dynamics, and the ability to integrate quickly into existing schemes. Evaluating kickers who have switched teams multiple times, like Patterson and Joseph, presents a double-edged sword: experience in diverse situations versus potential instability. The Dolphins' decision-making process here will likely involve intense practice sessions, simulated game conditions, and a careful weighing of risk versus immediate necessity. The broader NFL context adds weight to the Dolphins' task. Kicking is an often underappreciated but critically strategic element of professional football, with games regularly decided by single points or last-minute field goals. Veteran kickers bring not just a physical skill set, but also intangible assets such as poise, leadership, and familiarity with high-pressure moments. Eddie Pinheiro's career numbers demonstrate potential excellence, but his recent struggles could factor against him if Miami needs immediate, consistent results. Riley Patterson's journey through 5 teams suggests resilience and adaptability, while Zane Gonzalez and Greg Joseph each bring a blend of experience, moderate accuracy, and the possibility of stabilizing Miami's kicking game in the short term. The Dolphins' evaluation of these candidates highlights the nuanced process of balancing raw ability with psychological readiness and situational fit. The Dolphins' decision will not just affect immediate scoring, but also the team's confidence on offense. A reliable kicker provides not only points, but also psychological assurance for quarterbacks and coaches when approaching fourth-down scenarios. Conversely, uncertainty in this position can alter play calling and decision-making, forcing coaches to avoid field goal situations or take riskier strategies. The team must weigh factors such as each kicker's accuracy, recent performance, ability to handle game pressure, and compatibility with Miami's special teams operations. With Sanders sidelined for potentially up to 5 weeks, this period represents a critical window where the choice of kicker could influence game outcomes and playoff positioning. Each candidate presents trade-offs, and the Dolphins must navigate this delicate balance with precision, recognizing that small errors in decision-making can cascade into significant consequences on the field. In addition to technical and psychological factors, the Dolphins' evaluation process likely includes an analysis of physical conditioning and injury resilience. Kickers often face subtle but impactful physical stress, including hip, ankle, and leg concerns, which can influence consistency. Eddie Pinheiro's recent season struggles may partly stem from physical challenges, while Patterson's movement among teams may indicate durability and adaptability under varying workloads. Zane Gonzalez's intermittent appearances and Greg Joseph's performance across multiple franchises suggest that Miami's scouts and coaches must assess not just accuracy, but also stamina and reliability under game conditions. The process likely involves video analysis, biomechanical evaluation, and scenario-based practice, ensuring the chosen kicker can perform in real-time NFL pressure while minimizing the risk of further physical setbacks. Fan expectations and media scrutiny add another layer of pressure to Miami's decision-making. Kickers often become lightning rods for criticism, especially when missing critical attempts, and the Dolphins are acutely aware that the chosen player will be under constant public and press attention. Eddie Pinheiro, with his recent misses, may face skepticism from fans, while Riley Patterson's journeyman reputation might provoke debate over consistency. Zane Gonzalez and Greg Joseph, though capable, must quickly earn trust in the locker room and in the stands. For the Dolphins, the ideal candidate balances statistical reliability with mental fortitude, providing both immediate field goal success and long-term stability during Sanders' recovery. The pressure is palpable, and the team's decision could reverberate through the season, affecting game outcomes, locker room morale, and fan confidence alike. Ultimately, The Dolphins' exploration of these four veteran kickers underscores the importance of contingency planning in professional sports. Jason Sanders' injury, while unfortunate, has forced the team to confront the complexities of maintaining performance under unexpected circumstances. Eddie Pinheiro, Riley Patterson, Zane Gonzalez, and Greg Joseph each offer unique skills, experience, and challenges, highlighting the intricacies of evaluating short-term replacements in high-stakes professional football. Miami's coaching staff and front office must balance statistics, recent performance, adaptability, mental toughness, and locker room dynamics to make a decision that preserves scoring reliability and team confidence. This process reflects the nuanced, often overlooked strategic elements of NFL management, where even a single position like kicker can define the trajectory of games, seasons, and player legacies. Still with us? Then show some love. Hit that like button and let us know in the comments. What's your take on the Fins this week? Hold on to your helmets, folks, because the NFL rumor mill just erupted with the kind of news that can change the entire landscape of the AFC East. Dalvin Cook, the explosive running back known for his shifty cuts and breakaway speed, is reportedly signing with the Miami Dolphins today. Sources close to the situation are whispering that the Dolphins have been aggressively pursuing Cook for weeks, and after intense negotiations, a deal has finally materialized. Imagine the impact. Tua Tagovailoa suddenly gains a dynamic, game-breaking weapon in the backfield, a player capable of turning a third and long into a highlight reel touchdown. The buzz around Miami is palpable, and fans are already fantasizing about the synergy between a rejuvenated offensive line and Cook's relentless athleticism. Some analysts are already comparing this potential backfield to the elite rushing duos of recent decades, signaling that Miami could become an offensive powerhouse overnight. But it's not just the statistics that make this move so sensational. It's the timing and narrative surrounding Cook's career. After years of flashes of brilliance with the Minnesota Vikings, coupled with frustrating injuries and playoff disappointments, Cook is entering a new chapter with the Dolphins, a team on the rise with championship aspirations. The whispers from insiders suggest that Miami's front office believes Cook can not only complement their passing game, but redefine their offensive identity entirely. Imagine the possibilities: the Dolphins lining up in multiple formations, keeping defenses guessing as Cook jukes through linebackers, accelerates past safeties, and consistently racks up chunk plays. This signing, if finalized, sends a clear signal to the rest of the league. Miami isn't just playing to make the playoffs. They're gunning for a Super Bowl-caliber roster. Fans and pundits alike are already debating how this addition will impact Tua's development and whether it solidifies Miami as the team to beat in the AFC East next season. The speculation around the financials of this deal has sports media buzzing just as much as the football implications. While exact figures remain unconfirmed, early reports suggest the Dolphins structured a contract that balances high-level production incentives with manageable cap flexibility. This strategy not only allows the team to secure one of the league's premier running backs, but also keeps the door open for further roster moves, including potential reinforcements on defense or offensive skill positions. Rumors indicate that agents and front office executives have been crafting this deal meticulously, aware that securing Cook could elevate Miami's status immediately. Fans have been scouring social media for leaked updates, celebrating the news as if a lottery win had been announced, while sports analysts dissect every possible scenario. The intrigue around this signing extends beyond the field, influencing fantasy football projections, preseason betting lines, and even team merchandise sales, signaling that this move could be monumental both on and off the field. Now, let's talk strategy. How exactly does Dalvin Cook fit into Miami's offensive schemes? Coaches are reportedly excited about the versatility Cook brings. He's not just a traditional running back. He can line up in the slot, catch passes out of the backfield, and even execute jet sweeps to keep defenses on their heels. Insider chatter suggests that Miami's offensive coordinator has already begun drawing up plays that capitalize on Cook's unique skill set, envisioning a high-tempo, unpredictable attack that could overwhelm opponents week after week. The rumor mill hints at a potential reimagining of Miami's offensive identity, with Cook serving as the cornerstone. Fans are buzzing about highlight reel possibilities, imagining him slicing through defensive lines with breathtaking agility and speed. The excitement is tangible, and while nothing is official yet, the chatter around town makes it clear that this could be one of the most significant acquisitions of the NFL offseason, and everyone is watching closely. Beyond the X's and O's, the human element adds another layer to this story. Dalvin Cook, a player known for his leadership and resilience, reportedly embraces challenges and thrives in environments where he feels supported by a strong team culture. Miami insiders suggest that the Dolphins' locker room is abuzz with anticipation, and veteran players are reportedly excited to welcome Cook, whose presence could energize the squad both on and off the field. Rumors even point to informal meetings and team-building sessions where Cook has already been introduced to key figures, hinting at a seamless transition once the contract is signed. Social media has exploded with speculation, with fans creating mock highlight reels and imagining signature celebrations in Miami colors. This buzz isn't just hype. It reflects the tangible excitement surrounding a player capable of altering a team's identity and influencing the trajectory of an entire season in dramatic fashion. Let's pivot to the broader league implications, because securing Dalvin Cook doesn't just impact the Dolphins. It sends a message to the rest of the NFL. Rivals in the AFC East are reportedly taking notice, and whispers suggest that Buffalo, New England, and the Jets are reconsidering their offseason strategies in response. Analysts speculate that defenses will have to completely rethink their schemes when facing Miami, preparing for a dual threat of Cook on the ground and Tua through the air. Rumors indicate that opposing coordinators are already mapping out contingencies for Cook's versatility, highlighting the strategic ripple effect this signing could create. From fantasy football enthusiasts to casual fans, everyone is theorizing about how Cook's arrival could transform the balance of power in the division. The narrative alone has energized the league, making Miami a central storyline heading into training camp and setting the stage for heated debates on sports networks nationwide. Of course, the conversation around injuries and durability remains a hot topic in these rumors. Dalvin Cook has faced some setbacks in the past, and insiders are keenly aware of this. However, Miami's medical and conditioning staff reportedly conducted thorough evaluations and are confident in their ability to maximize his availability and longevity. Rumors suggest a tailored training regimen, focusing on both strength and recovery, which could allow Cook to reach peak performance without overtaxing his body. Fans are speculating wildly about how many explosive plays he could generate, and analysts are comparing him to other running backs who have flourished after moving to new environments. While nothing is ever guaranteed in professional sports, the confidence within Miami's organization is palpable, and the chatter around this signing continues to grow louder with each passing hour. Beyond the field, the marketing and branding impact is impossible to ignore. Insider chatter suggests that Dalvin Cook's arrival could ignite merchandise sales, fan engagement campaigns, and social media activity, potentially rivaling some of the league's most high-profile acquisitions in recent memory. Miami Dolphins executives reportedly see this signing as a multifaceted win, a player who elevates on-field performance while also expanding the team's visibility and brand strength. Rumors hint at upcoming promotional events, including potential meet and greet opportunities, social media activations, and media appearances, all designed to maximize excitement around Cook's debut. This layer of speculation adds another dimension to the story, creating a buzz that extends far beyond football analysis. Fans, analysts, and commentators are all eager to see how this move plays out, making the atmosphere electric across all platforms and channels. Some rumors even suggest that this move could trigger a domino effect within Miami's roster. If Dalvin Cook officially joins, sources indicate the front office might explore additional acquisitions to complement his skill set, including wide receivers, tight ends, and offensive linemen capable of creating the lanes he thrives in. Insider chatter speculates about the potential for trades or free agent signings designed to bolster both the ground and passing games, signaling a comprehensive strategy rather than a single-star acquisition. The rumor mill has fans buzzing about a possible Miami renaissance, where multiple roster upgrades could align to create a team capable of deep playoff runs. While speculation runs wild, the intrigue around Cook's potential impact is undeniable, sparking conversations that touch every corner of the NFL landscape, from team offices to sports talk radio shows and online fan forums. Finally, the excitement around Dalvin Cook's rumored signing is about more than just football. It's about narrative, hope, and the thrill of the unknown. Fans are imagining the highlight reels, analysts are debating the strategic implications, and the Dolphins organization is reportedly preparing for one of the most high-profile introductions in recent team history. Social media is ablaze with mock jerseys, GIFs, and speculation, creating an atmosphere where every rumor feels like a headline, and every insider tip fuels the buzz further. The overarching story isn't just about a player moving teams. It's about the potential transformation of a franchise, the recalibration of a division, and the anticipation of a season where anything feels possible. As the clock ticks toward the official announcement, the energy surrounding Miami, Dalvin Cook, and the NFL as a whole is electric, and the rumor, if true, promises to redefine expectations in dramatic, unforgettable ways. That's a wrap for today's dive. If you're loving the content, share it with a fellow Dolphins fan, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a splash. Fins up.